I used to be so obsessed with my hair length, how fast it was growing. I looked at it almost every day to see if it had any hair growth, but that was pure obsession. I looked at one of my old videos from TikTok, and it was March of 2024, and it is now February of 2026, how time goes by. But I was measuring my hair in the reel, and the front of my bangs that I did a measuring. And so I would take it and I would take it from here. I don't know if that's the way I'm supposed to do it, but that's what I was doing. And then I would measure it all the way down from the inch part. And the front of my hair was 8 the last time I did a measuring in my hair. Now it is at 20. So the front is going quicker. I take it because it's not on my clothes, or it's not getting as much friction in the back as the back. As even though I do wear my hair up most of the time because I work, I have to wear my hair up. And then when I'm home, I throw it up anyway in a satin bun, or satin scrunchie with a bun. And then the back, I measured it from the top to the bottom was 22 inches at that time. And now it is 30 inches. So it has grown, pretty good amount, but I feel like the back probably does get more friction. And this is due to not trimming my hair. In January, I did a hair dusting twice, and I haven't did a hair dusting since December of 2024. I am doing hair oiling pretty much almost every day, minus one day or two at the most. But what I usually do still in my hair is put my shea butter in the ends, and I use that religiously. There's homemade shea butter, unfiltered. I believe that's what it's called, when it's just the clump of shea butter. And then you take some and then you mix it with some of your favorite hair oils. I use rose oil, neem oil. You could use castor oil in there. I'm using tiny bits of drops. I'm not putting very much, so I can mix a bunch of things in there. You could put a little bit of lavender oil in, and so just, very beneficial things you can mix in there. And then I use in the ends of my hair, and my hair is thriving. Now, I still want my hair very long. In the back, it's teetering at the waist. It is in a V because I don't do trims, and it doesn't have that blunt cut. So it does grow different levels. My hair's growing out from layers and being somewhat hair thinned, but now I embrace my fullness in my hair. So I want my hair to grow past my waist, past what I can't talk this morning, past my butt. And how long it's going to get, I don't know. I am in the aging hair stage, but I've been managing to still grow my hair out even with aging hair and old damage and old bleach in my hair that has almost grown all the way out. And I do talk about that quite often in my videos because I never did a big chop, a big trim to get all that bleach out and start over. Now, if you want to do that, that's fine. I'm not here to tell you you can't do that. But for me and my hair growth, that is why my hair is growing the way it has been, because I don't do trims in my hair. I baby my hair from the inside out. I don't use heat very rarely. Well, I do use it, but very rarely, should I say. I have not used a flat iron in maybe 5 years, I'd say, somewhere around that time. And when I do blow dry my hair, it is on cool, and I do use that as well if I do want the straighter look, which is very minimal because I love my waves now. But it does leave a nice look. You could get that glass look and just use some gloss leave-in conditioners. I have a couple that I use throughout time. My most important thing right now, even if my hair stops growing or something, just happens where my hair is just not going to go anywhere anymore, I want the parts in my scalp to keep growing baby hairs, because when you have shedding and balding in your scalp, that is one of the most devastating, embarrassing, disheartening thing to happen to us women, because that's our identity, and it is just plain simple humiliating. I went through it 3 times in my life, and I've been able to keep growing my baby hairs in, just still coming in. My hair is silver, so it's kind of hard to see. If you could see, it's coming in a lot. But right now I have a bunch of silver, so it's hard to see it. It actually looks like you can see through my scalp because of the silver. But it's growing in, and right here is mainly where I used to bald. And I think one of the times was because I had low iron, because I have fibroids still, but I did get them shrunk. tremendously shrunk. And it was embolization, I believe it's called. But man, that recovery from embolization is brutal. If you ever had a baby, that's what it feels like you're having contractions. It is no joke. I mean, when they put me out and I was recovering, I was so sick and the pain was unbearable. I kept asking for more and more of the numbing, the meds, whatever they give you. I think they put it in through an IV, if I can remember. It's been like 7 years for that. And I think the doctor thought I was on something because he was just like, and I said, I can't deal with this pain. I mean, it was just crazy. Then he goes, I gave you the highest dose of, I don't even know what it was, of the IV. And I said, I don't care. I don't know. It was so bad. So if you know, with the labor pains, it is excruciating. So it was no joke getting through it. But at the time, I didn't want to have a hysterectomy because that would put me into instant menopause. And I wasn't going through menopause then. So now I'm in perimenopause. And I'm still managing to have healthy hair, strong hair, and it going, still growing. Fingers crossed for now. And I feel like I'm not as well. I know I'm not as obsessed with my hair growing. I do want it long. Don't get me wrong, but I try not to look at it every single day like I was. I mean, I do still kind of, get the back and see where it's at, and I need to stop because that's how it seems like it takes forever when you keep checking. Yes, I do put my hair oil in my scalp. That is how my baby hairs are growing. I use MSM in my hair oil, which is very beneficial for hair growth, hair stimulation, keratin, and proteins. And I've been doing that for 2 years, and my hair's thriving. So that's what I do, and I will continue to do it. So I do have my hair course coaching that I'm getting ready. Well, it's already ready to launch, but I am taking one-on-ones now, and it is a complimentary call to see if you're a good fit for my hair course to get you started on a roadmap to having fuller hair, see what's going on. I am not a doctor, so make sure you check with your doctor if you feel like you have any underlying conditions, any low iron, low vitamin deficiencies, whatever's going on. If you feel like your body's not on point where it should be, then do check with your doctor. I had to finally go in when my blood levels were so low that the doctor didn't even know how I was walking around. And I had to have the 2 blood transfusions. So went in, walked in, one of those walk-in emergencies, and they did the test, and they transported me to the hospital and said, "You're not going anywhere. You're going to the hospital." It is a 12-week course, and I will have one-on-one coaching once a week. And you can just ask me any questions. We can go over things that you're struggling with. And then I will have a community included as well that you could talk to other women in discussions. And it is a safe space. You can go on and talk about what you're going through, what you've been through, what you've done to overcome it. You can get advice from other women. And that is just a very great thing to have because as women, we need to have mentorship and other women that we could look up to and not put each other down. So this is just it is just a great thing that you take advantage of this community. So that will be down in the link in the description. I will also have my free hair guide. You can get started on your hair growth journey. I have some of my favorite Indian hair powders that I use for my shampoos now, and just some guides for you to get started on your transformation journey, what I've been doing to grow my hair out and just get you started on that. I also have my hair oil available now, what I've been using for 2 years. I do have an LLC business for that, and my hair has just not been this strong since I've probably been a kid, in conjunction with all the other things that I do for my hair. So if you have any questions, ladies, let me know and keep up the work with your hair. Just baby it from the inside out. Wear your protective hairstyles at night, your satin bonnets or satin pillowcases or both. I always use a satin pillowcase no matter what. And I sleep with braids in my hair pretty much almost every night because it helps with friction and it helps from, I move a lot, most people probably do, from just the breakage and the wear and tear on your hair. So don't forget to do all that. And put hair oil in your hair, even if your hair is oily, just use a little bit and use it throughout your hair, your scalp. See how your scalp does. Mine thrives. It does so good, but I have very beneficial ingredients in there. And I have a lot of bottles. I just started putting them on the market again. I mainly sell them at my work, and it is just something that I won't stop using. And my bottles go pretty quick. So have a great morning, ladies. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Today I have a day off, so I'm so happy. Thank you.